Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalatu wassalamu alayka ya Sayyidi, ya Rasulullah, wa ala alika wa ashabika ya Sayyidi, ya Nurullah, labbaik, labbaik ya Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wasallam. Fidaka abi wa ummi ya Sayyidi, ya Rasulullah. Respected viewers and listeners, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. I want to have an opportunity to reintroduce myself because there could be new subscribers or new individuals who have encountered my YouTube channel and want to know who I am and what I'm all about. Therefore, I want to introduce myself. So, my name is Muhammad Abdul Qadir, and I'm a Sunni Muslim, born in Canada, living in Canada. But my family is from India, from Hyderabad, India. So I'm an Indian Muslim, and I'm a Sunni Muslim who's very conservative, very traditional, someone that rejects modernity, someone that rejects Western culture, and the philosophies that have sadly enveloped the Muslim world that came from Europe, such as liberalism or socialism, secularism, pluralism, feminism, a lot of these isms that have come from Europe, the lifestyle, the the so-called values of the Enlightenment, the humanism and pluralism, and uh, the system of democracy and this type of thing. I think these are all foreign, and that we should return and cling to our traditional lifestyle and our traditional Islamic values rather than the Western and modern ones. So I'm very much opposed to cultural westernization. I believe that Muslims should come back to the mainstream Islam, which is Sunni Islam, if they're not already part of it. Which, by the way, mainstream Sunni Islam is adhered to, or at least professed by, the vast majority of Muslims in the world. Perhaps 90% of the Muslim Ummah is Sunni. The remaining 10 to maybe 15% are followers of various other schismatic groups. Most prominent being the Shia, and the Shia themselves are not monolithic. They have various branches and whatnot. And likewise, some of the more reformist and modernist groups and parties and sects that have emerged mostly in the 19th and 20th centuries, that they separated from Ahl Sunnah, meaning from Sunni Muslims. Therefore, I believe that Muslims should come back to the mainstream. And also, from my religious narrative, is very apocalyptic. You could say it's very radical. It's very millenarian. Millenarian here means eagerly expecting or believing in the coming of the millennium. This period, not necessarily literally 1,000 years, but a period is going to come right here on planet Earth through the Messiah, in which there will be nothing but peace and harmony on this planet, such that the lion and the goat and the lamb will live together, where there will be no violence between them, and babies will play with snakes that we would consider right now to be very lethal and venomous, but they will play with them casually and no harm will come to them. That's a very interesting prophecy, by the way, and it has some significance. Inshallah, I might discuss it in another video. But the point is that this period of peace and harmony, where Islam will prevail over the entire earth, is going to come through the Messiah, and you could call it the millennium. So I'm a millenarian in that sense, and I'm apocalyptic in the sense that I believe that the apocalypse, all these signs about before the coming of judgment, are at hand. They're imminent. They're about to happen any second now, basically. So this is what I am. Supreme Yaskin says, Assalamu alaikum wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Now, I also want to discuss some current events, because the current events that we're seeing today, the pace is beginning to accelerate, and we're seeing a lot of things are happening very quickly. A lot of big things are happening. It's a very exciting time we're in right now. We're in the month of June 2025. This is the month that history will remember for a long time. It'll be written in the history books. The What's going on with Iran? Iran right now has been crippled. Supreme Yaskin says, "Sir, when will the Messiah and Mahdi come? Do we have any expected date?" So we can't put an actual date. Only Allah knows what the actual date is, what the actual time is. But I could say with some certainty that it's very, very, very soon. It's going to happen very soon, inshallah. Allah knows best. So be ready, and the whole point is that we should do something to prepare. We should revive our religious practice. There should be a religious revival. So go back to focusing on salah, go back to worship, go back to remembering Allah and dhikr and purifying yourself and learning the religion. This is all part of the religious revival that is necessary for those that have an apocalyptic worldview. Otherwise, it will be quite hypocritical to have that worldview, but it doesn't really move you in your practical daily life. It should move you. Now, coming back to Iran, as I said, Iran has been crippled. The recent strikes by the United States, their B-2 bombers, they totally decimated their most guarded nuclear facilities. And also their army has been, their air force has been decimated. The government has been humiliated. The state, the regime has never been as weak as it is right now. So, and the president of the United States has even said that he's seriously considering regime change altogether. So basically what I want to say is, what we can conclude from this is that Iran has been taken out of the game. They're out of the game. Game over for them. And what remains now are the Sunni powers, which, as I have stated in my previous video, I made a video on this topic as well, that the decimation of Iran is the opportunity for the Sunni powers to take their place and to rise up, because destiny has reserved the liberation of Jerusalem for the Sunni Muslims, not for Iran or the Shia. I want to make that very clear. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum.